Hello traders. So today I'm just going to go through market structure, and I know I've covered it quite a few times, but I had quite an interesting conversation with a friend of mine who's trading using order blocks, and went through so many different ways to try and make things simple for him because he just wasn't understanding the concept as such. And I explained it this way to him, which I'm going to show you, and hopefully it might click for some of you. It might not, but yeah, it just gives you a different perspective about it. And I know that we've been lacking on the trade breakdowns, but to be fair, we've not really had any breakdowns to give, as in decent breakdowns. And to be honest, if it isn't anything, if there's nothing that's overly special about the trade that we have taken, then there's really no point recording it because it's the same as always. There's nothing different, nothing particular. But so far, we've not had anything exciting. Well, I haven't had anything exciting so far this week or the week before, to be fair. So that's the only reason why it's been a bit quiet. But I'm going to go through how I explained it to my friend. And this is what he sort of followed to understand the strategy. So as we know, is what we look for is something like this for a buy, right? And we look to enter here, or we look to enter here, right? Okay, that's the entry, that's a safer entry. Or for a sell, the same thing is we look for that entry here, entry here. Okay, liquidity grab, liquidity grab. Alternatively, sometimes we don't have that. Sometimes we just have a breaker structure. Sometimes we just have like this. Just ignore. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, you know what? I'll just get rid of all of it. Sometimes we just have. Sometimes we just have that. Okay, that's very bad drawing. But you've got a breaker structure, and you can enter. Sorry, not there. You can enter here and here, right? So how I explained it is because all we are doing is, say for example, this is our higher time frame POI, right? Okay, so all we are doing is essentially, say this is the 4 hour. Okay, say this is the 4 hour, right? And we've just had, okay, let me draw it again just to make it a bit more clearer. So say this is the 4 hour, right? Okay, so this is where price is at the moment. We've had a clear breaker structure and we're doing this. Okay, now this is the 4 hour. Now on here, right, if we just look at this bit, and if we're looking at the minute, okay, we are seeing this, right? We're seeing breaker structure and a downtrend, right? Now all we are looking for, because you can trade the sell and you can trade the buy, right? That's coming for that. All we're looking for is a shift in market structure. That's literally it. Because once price enters a POI, because once you've marked out your POI, all you're looking for is this. So say we've got a POI here, right? All you're looking for is this. So we got a POI and it's approaching. All you're looking for is that. Yeah? That's all you're looking for. You're not looking for anything special. You're just looking for a shift in market structure. That's all you're looking for. So that's the way I sort of simplified it to him, is whenever you get a POI, all you're looking for is a shift in market structure. Now, for a shift to happen, you need a breaker structure and a failed structure, right? Remember that. Shift in structure, like a breaker structure, sorry, and a failed structure. So whether it'll be, if this was the OB, whether it'll be like that, okay? We've got a breaker structure and a shift. So anything past this is going to be a clear entry, right? Now, doesn't matter what time frame this is, because if I show you something, if I draw this again, so say let's go for a buy. Okay, so obviously we've got our POI here because it's broken structure. Obviously this class is an LG, right, on the higher time frame. Say this is a 4 hour, right? Now if it's going straight off the 4 hour, obviously you got your entry here, but then your safer entry is going to be here, right? But if you just go over here, say your stop loss is going to be below this low or whatever it is, however you place it, whatever happens on the lower time frame replicates on the higher time frame. Because what I mean is, obviously we've got a shift in market structure, but this is going to be the confirmation point, right? Because this can just be a liquidity grab to the upside and crash down. Yeah, we don't know. So what we actually wait for is essentially is this, right? All we're waiting for is this to happen. Exactly the same. So this is the minute chart. We are looking for the exact same thing on the higher time frame, right? Well, I mean, we're looking for the exact same thing to happen on the higher time frame. Because one thing you have to remember is price is fractal, right? So whatever happens on lower time frame replicates on the higher time frame, because we're looking for the exact same thing. Yeah. So if you don't need to, because he struggled with labels, he struggled with identifying POI. Well, he didn't really struggle with that. He just struggled with understanding what to label what. Thing is, you don't have to label, because I don't like labeling. It's like when I tried to learn Wyckoff, I don't like the labels because it's quite subjective. But if you just understand the fact that we are literally just trading a shift in market structure, regardless of what time frame it is, you're looking for these four situations. I don't know why I did that one so small. Let me just draw this for you again. Okay, we are just looking for these four situations. Okay, so that's situation 1. Okay, situation 2. Yeah, situation 3 and situation 4. Okay, you're only waiting for this. That's all you're waiting for. A shift in market structure. So whatever's happening here and here. Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, ignore that. There we go. There we go. And whatever's happening from here. Okay, we're only trading the shift that's happening. That's all it is. Okay, nothing difficult about that, right? So you have to remember is whatever happens on the lower time frame. So say for example, I'll draw this over here. So we've got price doing this, okay, and then we start getting this, yeah. But say this is the 1 minute, okay. If we look what's happening on the 4, so this section is happening. So this is the 4 hour. Yeah, they're going the uptrend. Okay. Oh, forgive me. Let me draw that again properly. So this is the 4 hour. Okay. Whatever's happened is happening here. Okay, but this is the 4 hour. Okay, so we're just trading this shift. It's whatever's happening here, regardless of the time frame, because the same thing can happen here, right? And we're just trading inside that. So that's why we're getting precision, because you don't have to do this on a lower time frame, because you can trade this is essentially the formation we're looking for. We are literally just looking for that, yeah, for a sell. Okay, or you're looking for this for a buy, yeah, entry here, entry here. That's all you're looking for, literally that. So if you wanted to cross out the idea of order blocks at all, you can, because you can just focus on market structure. That's all you need to focus on. Now I know obviously the break structure and minor structures is a bit confusing, but if you just focus on like hold on, let me draw this differently actually. If you just focus on, okay, so imagine these are little candles, right? If you just focus on your main points, which are where price shifts in structure, okay, and focus off that, because whatever's happening between these in these areas, okay, it's just noise, right? Regardless of what time frame you're doing, this is just noise, whatever's happening here. These are your points of interest, right? These points here, points of interest, break structure, break structure, break of structure. Okay, now remember what I said is, if you're in, I don't know why I draw so much here. If you're in a downtrend, essentially you only need to look for the highs being broken. Okay, that's the only thing that will concern you, right? Your major highs being broken. Same with an uptrend. All you're going to wait for is these lows to be broken, Because if these lows gets broken, what's happening? You've got an LG, potentially LG, and we could potentially get a failed structure, right? So that's why we're only looking for that, because essentially, because sometimes, say for example, you get like a weird low and then you get this and then you get like this, right? That, hold on, I don't mean to do that. This part here is just noise because it's still going back to your point of interest, which is why I say wait and have patience, because you don't know, because price can still come back. Price has to come back to your point of interest, right? Eventually it'll have to come there, but obviously you can trade whatever happens in between, but that's a higher level of skill. And I think that if you're new to this, don't jump straight into the lower time frames. Understand the process on the higher time frames before you go into the lower time frames. And I can't emphasize this enough, because some of you jump straight to the 1 minute or less and you haven't even mastered what market structure is on the higher time frame, right? So this is the way I explained it to him. Just basically follow market structure. That's all you need to do. And if that helps you understand the strategy, perfect. If it doesn't, then fair enough. You can use video however you like. It's completely up to you. But I just thought I would like to share this. So I hope you all trade safe. And remember, we are approaching December. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. We are approaching December, so markets are going to be fairly flat, to be fair. And they have been pretty dead recently. I've not really entered much. I've not seen much as well. So like, keep your expectations. Be realistic with your expectations, I would say. Don't expect too much, but we'll see how the new month plays out, and hopefully we get a good start to the new year. But yeah, any breakdowns, as I said, with breakdowns, we'll just record any breakdowns that we have if there's anything special. But I think almost all situations have been covered in one way or another. Just make sure you watch the breakdowns to understand them. But yeah, I hope this video helps you, and I hope you all take care.